Time to get ready for the Larry and Needles Show. Hey everybody, welcome to Larry and Needles Show. I'm Larry.
And I'm Needles. As usual with us
I'm
is
Kiki. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good today. You guys want to hear something crazy? So my dad has to go to the fucking what do you call it? Go to the doctor because he had a stroke, and they tell him, they tell my mom, they're like, we can't fucking treat him unless unless he gets his recent COVID shot and a flu shot.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and the guy's 82 years old.
What's the reasoning behind this?
Just because they can't. It
Because
affects.
he's still alive.
Well, because it affects
Yeah, I mean, what
other patients.
Ah.
How does it affect other patients?
I have no clue because I've been fighting with my mom about getting her flu shot and her vax or another booster,
Right.
which is like the fifth one, because they keep pushing on them every time I go to fucking Walgreens to get their scripts. They're like, "Hey, don't forget your flu shot and your vaccine." I'm like, "For what?" And they're like, "For the flu." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know it was that deadly." Then we have to take something crazy like this.
Dude, seriously, have you ever gotten a flu shot?
Yeah.
Once when I first had senior woofers, just because but this was back 10 years ago. Because they wouldn't let us into
the hospital.
they wouldn't let us into newborn because he was in the NICU.
Yeah.
So we had to get it to go in there, which it's a fucking stranglehold.
But even the flu shot, it's like a 50-50 shot that they
They just
give
throw
right
something at
straight.
the wall, just like they do when you get.
Well,
fucking,
I think they have an idea because Australia deals with it first, I think, but then they base it off
but
that.
there's multiple variations.
Well, but that's the thing. It's still a 50-50
The
shot.
thing is, they would-
and you get sick from it anyways. And fucking the odds of you getting the flu are fucking slim to none.
Well, but the funny thing is okay. Now let's think about this. There's multiple variations of the flu. Why don't they just give you all of those in one shot? Because that'll kill you. It's so bad for you know what I mean.
I don't understand.
But
It's
I'm
a
just saying,
fucking
like,
money
there's
grab.
there's all these multiple variations from different regions and from different places, and like it succumbs to this. Well, do you really know that? No, like you said, it's a 50-50 shot. So
Yeah.
here, let me read this stat. So, Blue Cross and Blue Shield pays your doctor a $40,000 bonus for fully vaccinating 100 patients under the age of 2. If your doctor manages
What?
to fully vaccinate 200 patients, that bonus jumps to $80,000.
Damn.
Okay? But here's the catch. Under Blue Cross Blue Shield's rules, pediatricians lose the whole bonus unless they complete at least 63% of patients are fully vaccinated. And that includes the flu vaccine. All right?
They ain't getting mine.
So they're
it's-
pushing that shit hard.
So it's not
Oh,
just
yeah.
$400 for your child's head. It could be the whole bonus. To your doctor, your decision to vaccinate your child might be worth $40,000 or much more, depending on the size of his or her practice.
See, now, how
All a business.
and they take an oath.
The HIPAA.
To protect you. You know, it's like they take an oath. To
What do we
protect.
always talk about on here? Shekels over morals.
No, that's what
You know what it
that's
is?
Exactly
It's like
what it is, man.
nobody has a moral compass anymore. Everybody is so deviant. Everybody has been pushed by all of the, listen, hey man, I ain't no fucking saint. I'll tell you that right now.
you're
But
kidding.
compared to some people,
close. You're
compared to
close.
some people that are, I ain't out there robbing. I ain't out robbing, stealing. I ain't hurting children. I ain't hurting
raping,
people.
thieving, stealing,
I'm going to
yeah.
work. I'm doing, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
making an
I'm
honest
stealing.
living.
I'm just doing my shit. So I mean, I can at least say a little bit. But
I wish I could
imagine.
say
Larry the badass. We should wear your leather jacket and put the thing up, Fonzie.
Hey.
But yeah, no. So the way that it's so crazy though, like when I was reading these documents today about this, how the ramifications are going to come up to haunt everybody, and we were just talking upstairs with Stoney about how the system is just a lick. That's all
Yeah.
it is the fucking they take your money.
especially
They-
against single fathers.
Well, yeah, well,
Especially them.
yeah, definitely because and it also depends on.
Well,
there's
think about
multiple
that.
multiple variables.
Think about
and-
that shit, Needles.
What's that?
So the insurance company, everybody pays the insurance company to have insurance. They're paying the doctors to get these vaccines.
Yeah,
So it's like, all right, what is their kickback from the pharmaceutical companies? You know, that's why these pharmaceutical companies are having all these closed door meetings right now.
Yeah,
because
because
they're
fucking-
scared as shit.
Yeah.
'Cause RFK
Well,
is
the
gonna
thing now,
fuck
basically,
'em
it's
up.
just like it was with Oxy. Your vaccines are like Oxy now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
it's the
and
new
they
Oxy.
can give them to you against your will.
Yeah.
Like people rarely tell their doctor, who really doesn't know that much shit. I mean, granted, they do to some extent, but we put way too much faith in these people. Doctors kill more people than guns do.
Doctors know about prescribing and managing illnesses. They
Well,
don't
they
know
look-
about shit about curing.
They look through a computer
Surgeries
now.
and shit like that. Like,
Yeah, like to
they're
figure
good
fucking-
with that.
Ugh.
And there
Well,
is a use. Antibiotics.
We have
there are-
that also
a
lowers your immune
sickness
system.
system. We don't really have a health system.
Well, we keep.
We have a
but
sickness system.
It's everything, but food's involved in it. Water's involved. Everything is meant to keep you sick, and it's all cyclical. Like literally, we're like it's like a APAC almost.
It is.
In the United
Dude,
States.
the crazy thing is now, every day I think about this shit, and I drive around and I'm seeing these fast food joints, and I'm just seeing the slobs in line
Yeah.
to get this shit, and they're just waddling around, you know.
And I ain't the
People
fittest
don't
person,
walk-
but I work with guys
No.
who eat that shit 4 days a week.
But here, think about that shit though, Mikey, or Needles.
Whatever. Don't matter.
Yeah. But
A lot of
these
those-
people don't realize they're getting poisoned to death, and they don't have time to get.
Well, they're addicted to it.
Well, that too.
That's what it is. It's like that shit is addictive. They show that
know-
food is
Oh, it
another
is.
addiction.
When
A
there's
lot of them
50
are-
different
And it's
chemicals.
fast.
Are really into fitness though. Fitness sandwich in their mouth.
Yeah.
But that is
truth,
another
man.
thing too. They don't do any exercise. Do you know what I mean? Like there is no fucking. it's funny. Remember they tell when
I wanna
fucking
read
COVID
something off my
when
phone.
COVID happened. Remember like the sun is bad for you. Like what is wrong?
They
with
were
you?
fucking
stay inside.
They were kicking people off the beach.
Yeah, for walking around.
It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
you know, so
It's
now
like,
I
this is
can't
as free
try
as
to
it
be
gets.
healthy. Like what the fuck is wrong?
Dude,
with
I'll tell you what, too.
I get that, Larry?
Whenever I go to the ocean, like just getting back from Florida, and I spend days and numerous hours in the ocean, my nails grow so much faster.
Yeah, but who knows what's in that water? Though.
No, but dude, well,
it does clean itself to some.
no, but the thing is though, like the ocean, dude, and it has like 90 different minerals in it that your body needs, and
Yeah.
your skin is an organ, dude. It
Well, yeah,
takes
they tell
that
you
shit in.
they tell you fucking vitamin D is bad for you. Don't stay out of the sun, but put this sunblock on. It kills you. It's
Well,
literally chemicals you're slathering
Well,
on
the
your
thing is,
body.
the
and
sun can be
exasperates.
bad for you if you get sunburn all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
yes,
Good.
but if you're
But if you get sun and you're not getting burnt, then
You're
you should
fine.
be all right. And then you're taking in a shit
well, you get
ton
a
of
base
vitamin
coat
D.
and you get all that shit that you need
Yeah.
because. And the funny thing I was reading about also with LED lighting, how it creates a different spectrum than halogen lighting,
Oh, yeah.
and now these people are lacking in that also.
Yeah. Well, and half the people just don't go outside.
Why? You have your phone and you have your
Well,
security and you have
exactly.
everything you need
I
inside.
get food
You know,
delivered to
you
my
could fucking.
house.
They already killed the culture by making people stay in the house and work from home.
Yeah.
It's like fuck that. Like, and then all of a sudden now these people they get so used to staying at home that they get anxiety leaving the house. They get agoraphobia and all this
Yeah, right.
shit. You know, they don't date. They don't have any coworkers to go out with.
They don't-
All they have
yeah,
are
they
these
don't do
online people, technically.
Mm-hmm.
That,
And I saw a great thing too. Some TikTok, some basically a hot Asian chick
No.
that was going around.
your algorithm must
Yeah.
be fucked up.
Yeah. Well, it's fucked up. Wait till you hear the story.
Oh boy.
No, so a hot Asian chick rides motorcycle around all over the place, and companies have been trying to get a hold of her because they want to advertise with her, this and that.
Yeah.
So finally, somebody, like, she wasn't responding to anything. All of a sudden, some advertisers, they track her down, they find out where she is, they go after her.
Jesus.
Turns out it's an old dude that had like long
Oh,
hair
that's awesome.
that looked like a chick. It was just AI and
Are you sure he
shit.
wasn't a
It was
tranny?
well, it definitely wasn't a tranny.
Oh.
They showed the picture like, oh my god,
That's
it's just
pretty
like some
funny.
old dude riding a motorcycle, and he's like, And he's like, the only way I can get followers and likes is if I was a hot chick.
That's great to pretend.
So I mean, because he looked like, never showed like in a bikini or nothing.
But that's funny how they hunt these people down just for advertising.
Right?
This country
Yeah,
is so
it's
fucked
it's
up.
so pathetic.
It really is. Like I don't watch TV. That fucking shit
It's
is just
worthless.
gay.
Yeah,
it really
it's
is.
worthless. It
It's
is.
just a fucking dumb box.
I can predict every single show that's out there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can I
It's
mean,
Well, it's all
easy.
the same show that was a couple years ago.
Yeah,
they
no,
just
it's the same
recycle it,
shit.
regurgitate it. They just add new genders
Yeah.
and races to it.
exactly.
Every main character now has to be a black woman, and then they have to have a gay friend with an Asian friend, and then the white guy's the villain.
yeah.
As
based on
usual.
a-
And the white woman has like purple or pink or blue hair.
Or she's crazy.
and she's large.
know,
And
Based
she's
on a
large.
Well, yeah, let me tell you,
1955.
she's a couple hot dog sandwiches.
Based on a
dozen.
1955 episode of Leave It to Beaver, because they haven't written any new plots either.
Well, no, but they're all taking shit from the same stuff. That's all it is.
Yeah, no
It's
shit.
all the same shit from the beginning of time, just like with music,
Hence the
just like with anything.
1955 Leave It to Beaver fucking plot.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, but that was written from. I mean, it's all fucking the same shit.
All they got to do
There's
is
no good
change out the
ideas.
people's fucking sex and race and hair colors, and it's the same shit.
Yeah, it's
Well,
what they
like
do
like
fucking all
Chappelle
the
did.
time.
It's the niggers.
Mm-hmm.
The nigger family. Morning, niggers. that was a great skit.
Yeah, it's a great great skit. So you want? I don't know if I sent you guys this. I don't know if you read it or not. So there's a Texas medical school that got caught liquefying bodies,
Oh, yeah.
and then sent. This is yesterday.
And
This
just
is
flu- and
this
just-
Yeah,
is
you said- I
yesterday.
saw it.
Not
Flushing them
even
down the toilet, basically?
Yeah, well, no, down the drains.
yeah.
And they're literally down the drain into the water.
oh my gosh.
And they fucking. So this isn't the first time. This is the second.
This is
within
their-
this year.
They've had several reprimands.
No, with a different company within this year. I've read another story. I think it was
Oh.
South Carolina or something like that.
Oh man.
So basically, what they're doing is they like blast the bodies with water and break them down,
Well, that's how they're
like
doing
high
it.
water jets.
Yeah, we
pressure-
talked
You know what I
about
mean?
this.
Well, but if he doesn't remember, we'll remind him. But
Yeah.
yeah, so so they pressurize them with water jets.
I thought they were using acid or something.
No,
No, it's water, like-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's water jets, high pressure water heads, and then they have ones where it disintegrates the bone.
They put you in
also.
these chambers, you know,
Yeah, so,
like
and
a
then
tube.
they just dump it into the water,
Oh man.
and they're only charging them $5,000 a day if they don't stop.
So they're probably making money hand over fist.
Wait,
They're not going
imagine
to stop.
whose job it is. Hey, buddy, we got some bodies for you to
Could
blast.
you liquefy these?
Yeah, the guy just sits there all
Well,
day.
also they're taking these remains because they're highly nutrient and fucking spraying them on crops as
Oh
well.
yeah,
and
they
using
break
it
them
as
down.
fla-
Yeah,
fertilizer.
it's just like the
So-
Matrix.
Yeah, inadvertently, I don't know what the Matrix
They feed
did,
the
but
dead feed the living.
It's the circle of life,
Yeah,
buddy.
it's just the dead feed the living.
It's yeah. I mean, honestly,
It's more like a symbiotic liquid that they use.
yeah. Well, here, speaking of that,
is that what it was?
Yeah, that was the.
did you ever see
I
the
didn't see that one.
like back in? I think it was back in. They would torture, like the torture for people. They would strap a body down underneath where the new bamboo shoot was going to
Yeah,
grow.
we
yeah,
talked.
yeah.
This is the third time we've talked about this year.
It's a perfect time to talk again. Grows right
We're
through the
just going-
body.
No,
Yeah,
well, no,
yeah.
it's actually
That's a
showing.
tough one.
It's actually showing how quickly it happens too.
I think
Yeah.
3
Which is
days
fucking
was the
something
thing.
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, because
Just-
bamboo grows so damn fast. But that's crazy.
Which is
I mean,
a
this
fucking
Texas
horrendous
and they're
way.
doing this stuff.
Yeah,
Why can't they just bury the body?
but the thing is these are unclaimed bodies also. So they're
Right.
John Doe's and shit.
So how'd they find out they were doing this?
Well, they
I have no
proved
clue.
it. They've been doing it a while.
Yeah.
Well, I think that somebody narked them out, or eventually
it had to be,
testing
right?
the water or
The
something.
guy got sick of blasting the bodies.
that's got to. I mean, that's got to release some sort of chemicals in the water. Think of all the
yeah,
drugs that people
fuck.
take. What if you're on, hormones or this and that? I don't know what the equivalent to getting into
Needles
the water
liquefied
system
body
is.
could kill
But
a whole village.
It didn't specify how many
Yeah.
bodies they were killing each day either, or how many they were getting rid of each day.
That's kind of
So
crazy.
there's also some different questions.
Well, yeah,
on
you
that
wonder
about
how many
that.
bodies they're experimenting on teaching people how to do shit.
Well, remember there was that funny story.
People
oh,
were
not really
people were
funny,
stealing
but
dried up wings.
there was the lady that donated her body, and then all of a sudden they found out the military blew it up. They were
Yeah.
using it to test munitions.
They sold it.
Yeah,
got
they were
paid like $6,000.
Yeah,
for it?
they were using it to fucking test munitions.
Well, when you
and
donate
shit.
your body, you don't know what they're going to do with it.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
well,
You could
that's
end
what
up in a
happened.
science class.
Or you
and
could
then-
end up at some pedo's house just getting
Yeah, I was gonna say.
weird things done to
Or
you.
it could be some like new Asian market fetish type thing where they want like shark fins and they want
Yeah,
like
it's funny.
old-
Your
old
fucking
white
shit
man
always
wings.
goes to the Asian market. Well, he always goes right to the having sex with the thing. Needles has a fucking. We got to get this guy checked out.
he's a necro.
What's
Something's
that?
wrong.
Who?
Dude, I would have banged Marilyn Monroe's dead body.
Oh,
All right,
man.
we don't affiliate with this guy.
Just joking, just joking.
He was waiting to see if we were on board.
Yeah.
So, hey,
You
That was a
asshole.
joke.
we did this.
You asshole.
Hey,
did
we
look at
knew
both
this
of
one hillbilly guy at our work fucking banged his cousin, so we got him to admit it. By me and this other guy pretending like, I'm like, I think this guy fucking bangs his cousin because the way he was talking about her. So I'm talking to this other guy and like casually when he walks in, like we're already talking. I'm like, yeah, you know, I have a couple of really cute cousins. I made out with a couple of them at parties
Jesus,
and stuff. And
man.
the other guy's like, oh yeah, me too. And then the other guy jumps right in. He's like, oh man, I fucked my cousin. And we're both like, oh man, we knew it, you fucking lowlife. It was like, we were just kidding, dude, but we fucking knew you were a weirdo. And then the same guy, man. We were gonna go to Tower Records. You know, I worked with him, and he's like, "Hey, I'll drive and shit." And he had this, and his car was immaculate. He was one of these guys that was immaculate, like a neat freak. And he had this like 10-year-old fucking pack of Twizzlers in his car that was as hard as a rock. And I'm like, what is this? The candy that you lure in the kids with that they never really get to eat? You just put
Because
it
he
in the
beats them
glove
with it.
compartment.
Because like little silly sticks.
No, he just uses it as bait over and over and over.
got a
I was like,
fishing
dude,
rod
I
on it.
never felt Twizzlers that were this fucking hard
They
before.
weren't
It's
Twizzly.
ridiculous. I mean, seriously. So yeah, this guy probably
He's like,
was.
give me that.
And then he ordered this book about Jeffrey Dahmer from Tower Records when we were there. This big deluxe hardcover thing.
Oh, boy.
And you know, and it was like, you know, this is like 1990
Wasn't cheap either.
fucking 2 or something, yeah. And I'm like, dude, your name just, you know, because they had to order it and write his name and all this. I'm like, you just got put on a list, brother.
Seriously.
And that was back before it was kind of hard, you know, a little harder to get put on a list. Not
Yeah.
hard, but a
If
little
you're
harder
ordering a
than it is
Dahmer
now.
book,
Yeah.
the height of Dahmer.
But this
That's
is
before
before
that was
Dahmer
sexy.
Mania. Right, exactly.
before
This
it
is
was
when you were
sexy.
still a weirdo, like the
Yeah.
only guy that likes Dahmer.
So
Yeah.
did we do?
Oh, man.
So I got this article, which is 11 dangerous conspiracy theories you should ignore.
Mm-hmm.
Have we done this before or no?
No.
I don't think we have. All right. So the first one.
Well, first off, you shouldn't ignore any of them.
Well, let me read them to you first, and then you'll see how much adrenochrome.
Can't ignore that one.
I mean,
Come on.
that's the first one.
They want you to, they want you to ignore
they
that.
will-
Dude,
want you to
they've
ignore
been
it.
doing
They want you to
tests on
ignore it.
adrenochrome forever,
It's,
and they
the
prove
CIA has done shit like
Yeah, the
that.
CIA made this list.
But
What
it's
else
just-
they
oh.
want you to ignore?
Oh, real quick, there was another. One of my pods I listened to. They were talking about, and they think adrenochrome basically takes time and stretches it out for people.
It's like, yeah, it's a fountain of youth.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it physically does it, but mentally, it can make like 5 minutes seem like a year.
Oh.
Like the way they get shit done, they use it kind of like as a crystal.
Well, it's funny
meth.
how they showed it to you in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
You
right?
know, like that, just out of nowhere, try this. This is adrenochrome. How do you get
Yeah.
it? Oh, from a pineal gland. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
well,
crazy.
never
how-
heard of it before,
But the
you know?
movies, it's like a karmic loophole. Movies and cartoons are like, look at the stuff they say on Family Guy.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you couldn't say that on regular TV because it's a
hell no.
cartoon, so it's like it disassociates you from it, sort of, you know. And then look
Oh,
at the movies, like
100%.
with fucking adrenochrome and Fear and Loathing, like, and it was with an underage chick.
Yeah,
You know,
well, and I
it's
never
like-
heard of it before then.
Well,
Well, also, you know that supposedly that S. Hunter Thompson's making
Hunter S. Thompson.
whatever, correcting me, you fucking bitch.
Okay.
God.
Jesus, man, that was
Anyways.
aggressive. I know.
He
Damn it,
supposedly made some snuff films for who was it? One of these
The CIA in
little,
Bohemian Grove.
yeah, so
He was supposedly he was being he was
and
the
then how did
cameraman.
He,
Yeah,
how
he was
did
a
he
dirtbag.
die?
He killed himself supposedly,
Killed
but his daughter
himself.
said that she was on the phone with him and it seemed suspect.
Right.
He knew a lot of
Yes,
things.
because he did a snuff film for them.
Yeah,
Of
but
course, they had to kill him, man.
he lived. This was back when he was young as shit in his 30s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but dude, you never.
He was a
know.
loose cannon,
You
too.
never know
Yeah,
when
but he
they
was for
decide
30
you're
years.
too crazy to fucking let
Yeah,
live
but for
anymore.
30 years,
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much other shit that goes on. Like, it's so funny how minuscule people really care, but they just flex their muscles. Like, who really cares about Hunter S. Thompson?
I don't.
Johnny Depp. You know what I mean? Like they did this fucking ostentatious thing of building a fucking cannon to shoot his ashes out.
Spent like $3 million.
Yeah, they spent all this cash for
Probably
this
the
guy.
end of his satanic ritual.
What's that?
It's probably the end of his ultimate satanic ritual.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I think that would be something different since shooting satanic rituals involve you being alive.
Well,
You
no,
know?
they involve killing you too. Hey, what's the next fucking thing we're not supposed to remember?
Fluoride
Einstein?
for sinister purposes. Man, you're real aggressive today, aren't you, towards me?
No, man. I love
Yeah, you really are. And
I
that was
love you,
and
Needles.
I should fucking slap you in the chops for calling me Einstein because he was a fraud and a fake.
I know.
You son of a bitch. You're lucky I don't climb over Fat Girl and fucking grab you by your fucking hook nose.
No, and that's another bullshit one.
Yeah, it's been proven that fucking
He's a
fluoride
dummy.
is bad for you.
Einstein. I'm gonna get a shirt that says Einstein was a dummy.
Yeah, or he's
People
just-
just start arguing with me left and right everywhere I go. I know it, but
Yeah, so fluoride has been proven
Yeah,
that it's bad for you. I mean, but it's just funny. This just came up on my phone the other day, so I was like, oh,
that's
I'm
total
going to take a look.
bullshit.
Fake moon landing.
yeah.
I mean, Larry, you don't have to,
It's so funny.
It really is.
Oh, I was just gonna mention this too. The guy in Krav,
Mm-hmm.
he was talking about when he said the rocket or something went to space.
Yeah.
and he's like, there was a bunch of witnesses that watched it happen. I'm like,
Go where?
Were they on the ground? Like, were they in space?
Right.
Like, no, they weren't in space. Buddy.
And I said to him, and then they had 51 officials sign that Hunter Biden's laptop was fake.
Yeah, but
too.
no, but that's
51 FBI officials.
Yeah, but the moon landing is completely different
Oh,
than that.
yeah.
Though. The
Well, no,
moon
they're
landing
both
is a,
lies.
Is a
They're
whole
exactly the
fucking,
same.
But that is just predictive programming and fooling the masses at the most. Everybody watched it on their TV. They thought.
Well,
it
here's
happened.
the thing.
Fucking,
I mean,
they went through these.
These people aren't dumb that are making this shit happen.
What do you mean? They made the
They're
movie.
programming everybody.
Oh
They
no,
know what
not
they're
at all.
doing.
I mean,
They're
that's the
good.
easiest way to do it.
Here's the thing, man. Russia had that Grigory Yorganjov or whatever go to space and float around outside of his capsule. Okay, so the United States, because this is the Cold War, they had to pretend that we landed on the moon. No
We had
matter
to
We had to
what.
be better
Yes,
than Russia. We
yes.
had to be better
We
win
had
the
to
space
win.
race.
Yeah.
That was our main. That's what Kennedy went under.
Yeah.
Is that we're going to the moon.
Yeah,
And
that
all
was
these
one
other
big
countries that are making their fake movies, saying like China and whatever other countries say, oh yeah, we
India.
also went.
India
can't
was
wait
the
to see
best.
That is
India.
just that's
Got a
just to con-
Superman outfit doing like Michael Jackson moves.
yeah. But that's just to control their people and say, look, we're just as good as
India
the USA as
space
well.
program.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just like a turd shot out of a cannon.
Dude, that's a movie right there.
That's a Bollywood
No, that's how
movie
they
that
do
should
it.
be.
It should.
They got the
Oh,
crazy
speaking
shit.
of Bollywood, did you watch that Tyson fight?
No, it's all fake.
I
and Illuminati
missed it.
bullshit and
Yeah.
bread and circuses. Why would you waste your time doing
Well,
that?
because I wanted
people
to go
that-
hang out with my dad and fucking
People
watch
that
it.
were fucking talking about this shit, I'm like, what are
course.
you going to get out of this?
Netflix broke down. Well,
Yeah, I heard it fucking broke
yeah,
down.
it's like
It's
I
a
saw- I fell
humiliation
asleep.
ritual for Tyson. That's all it was. Why would you do
Maybe.
that to yourself? He could have killed that guy. I'm not going to talk about this. It's really fake. It's really gay. Next, magnetic vaccines.
so that they're
Particles in vaccines
so
that are
they're doing
accelerated
that.
by 5G or whatever that is.
Okay, so they don't want you to look that up because they're doing it.
So they're giving you a list of shit you should check out.
Well, they're basically telling you should do 10 minutes of research into each one
Yeah,
of these things.
you should really
and
look into this.
you will find papers from the FDA, from NASA, from all these other places.
All these
and then
scientists.
another thing too, when they showed everybody going to the moon, they're like, "Woo, keep on giving NASA money, keep on giving them money."
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
fucking money train that
Well,
they were taking.
yeah, it's the ultimate-
$65 billion a year.
the ultimate money laundering fucking
yeah,
organization.
that's
yeah.
fake, fake and
These
gay
guys
space.
aren't rookies. They
And
know
then
how
they
to get
say,
money.
the screwdriver, the special screwdriver we need costs
$57,000.
$87,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, take a
And
bag
the
of bolts
screws
that they
cost
did. Yeah.
$9,000 each, and we
Yeah.
need 12 million of them for this project.
One of my favorites, this one, is that once you start looking into like the easy ones, like let's even say, I'll say that fucking, what do you call it? That, we call it fucking Saddam Hussein was a fucking psyop.
Right.
You know what I mean? That Gaddafi was.
Right.
Fucking 9/11, all this other shit. So once
Right.
you start like realizing this other stuff, then you come to this one. And this is a tough one. Don't look, fat girl. I saw you looking.
I
It
can't
ain't a
read.
Lou Malnati.
Yeah, I can't see
Slap
that.
your fat hand away. Flat Earth.
You got some loose?
Yeah, I got one. I was gonna bring some for your fact.
So they really don't want you to look into that.
No, they don't want you to look into flat Earth.
Because then you'll find out the Earth is flat. By the way, everyone should buy Edward Hendry's book.
The 9/11 one's good.
Yeah, I think it's called something like the Greatest Lie on Earth, and then the other one is called The Sphere of Lies. Both books are great. I'll let you check them out, dude.
And it's
I
like that.
read one of them flat Earth
I gotta
books.
check them out.
And
It's one of those things that is kind of, it's crazy because you look up in the sky, the moon is round, the sun is round.
The North
you
Star
see-
never moves.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the whole
Well,
thing right
yeah,
there,
I
Needles.
mean,
If you don't have any
if
other
we're
proof than that, that's
If we're
it.
spinning
But-
so fast, we should be able to jump up and get right back where we're
Yeah.
and land right back where we're at.
Also,
the shit-
Satellite images
A
of
lot of
planets.
stuff doesn't add up. It's like, yeah,
Here's the
it's
thing.
like, what the fuck?
if we're corkscrewing through the sky like they
Like
say,
3 different ways.
every single night the stars would be different. Some of they might even be.
Well, they'd be in a different place.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
we
you-
might not even ever see the
if we're-
stars again that the people in the past saw.
Yeah.
You know,
But
'cause
also,
we're gonna be zooming by.
okay, so then it just goes back to the moon landing. Oh, we destroyed that technology. Number one.
And
Number
they can't
two,
rethink
we can't re-engineer it
Right.
to go back there. But so much has progressed since back then
That's just
when
such
the CIA
bullshit.
and the
Yeah.
tiny hats killed
But
JFK.
we can reverse engineer a fucking UFO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is true. That's
Yeah.
another blue beam thing that fucking everybody wants to talk
Right.
about. But also with the flat Earth, it's like, why if people we've been programmed like from the beginning. There's a globe in every classroom. There's like, if you even why would it be flat? Oh, what about this ice wall? And you know what? And that's a tough one. It took me a little bit to even look into it. Mm-hmm. You know, and once I started to look into it, it's like you have to ask questions and question things.
Well, especially when you see all these old school maps.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell's
The
this?
Gleason
Why is
map,
this-
That's
yeah,
the
there's a
one
lot
I'll
of
most
different-
vehemently fight for. If
Yeah.
someone thinks the Earth is round, I'm just like, I want to fight.
You want to fight?
I want to fight with them. Yeah, I'll either
Because
physically or
what's up with you
verbally.
being so aggressive today?
I don't know, man.
You just want to fight people because
wants
they
to-
think the Earth
He
is
wants to
round.
kill somebody like Gaddafi
I mean, that
was
is the
killed.
most
Yeah.
simpleton stuff ever.
No, I want to fucking tell them where it's at. And tell
Oh, well,
them
you
all
want to
the ways-
argue with them,
Yeah,
not fight.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, you should.
The problem is, people
want to fight them.
are so one-sided when it comes to that. They're like, there's no way in hell.
Well, it's fucking preposterous.
Well, but
it
like,
is the most
yeah, but you hear-
preposterous
dude,
thing you could ever
But
tell
all
somebody.
these people are just, dude, it's baked into their heads since
like-
they're a little kid.
Absolutely.
9/11 is fake. Okay, well, you know what? Some weird shit went on. Other stuff happened. Okay, I could sort of see that. JFK, all right, that was kind of weird, this and
Yeah.
that. And then also people that are like, where you are standing right now is not what you think it is.
Right.
And
Yeah,
it's like hits home and they get anxious. And
When I
fucking
was
start
in South
questioning
America, I
shit.
didn't feel like I was standing upside down. When I was way south, you know, it didn't
Yeah.
feel like I was upside
Well,
down.
it's like they can't
Yeah,
show you
it just
pictures of
didn't.
Australia. They can't. Every picture that you look at of the moon and the sun is fucking. I hate to use the word again. Preposterous. All CGI shit. They're like, oh look at we're spacewalking or we're in the space station, and all of a sudden, I should have sent you over. The guy drops the globe. They're holding the globe. He drops it, and everybody jumps for it. And then the guy gets pulled back because of his harness.
Yeah.
And they're all like looking at him like,
oh, man.
dummy. Like, but it's funny. Everybody, you know what I mean? So it just
Yeah.
sort of floated away. So there's these little
Yeah.
things, and fucking NASA owns the biggest buoyancy tank in the world,
Right.
where they supposedly have a replica ISS space station.
It's not a replica. That's the actual one.
Well, I'm just saying it's a replica. I'm saying
Right.
layman's
That's what-
terms.
yeah,
Yes,
that's what
in
they
layman's
call it,
terms,
yeah.
it's a replica, and this is where they practice all of their missions.
And
And
black
they've
magic.
shown them that they have like this green screen technology in the pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So while they're in there, you
They
can
can
just
make
do whatever.
backgrounds
You can
and
crash
shit.
that thing into the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
You can see Hitler like frozen body going
with
through
Moo
the
Deng.
back. Yeah,
Hitler
He's riding Moo
he's
Deng.
holding. He's
Sure,
doing
when
the
they
Bill
shot him
Bellamy.
into space back then.
What's that?
Remember when they shot him into space?
Who?
Hitler.
What are you talking about?
You mean Tesla?
The fuck are you talking about?
Hitler into space?
They have a green
I
screen
thought he was
back.
gonna be flying by past the fucking thing.
What the fuck are you talking
The space station, you fucking dummy. You're just.
Why
what
are you so
talking
aggressive?
Because
I'm
you're
just-
asking me what I'm talking
Look
about.
at Kiki. He doesn't know what you're talking about either.
I'm talking about the same thing you're talking about.
What
the
is that?
space station with the shit flying by. Hitler, right? Is that
Oh,
what
they're
you
going to
said or
green.
no?
No, I said
Am I
I said
fucking
the
wrong?
World Trade Center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of
No,
you
not
guys,
yet.
One of you guys said Hitler.
Yeah, but
And
we were
I said,
talking about
yeah,
shooting to the
remember when
moon.
they shot him into space back then?
Okay, I'm fucking lost.
Forget
Died
it.
suddenly. All right. Oh yeah. So basically, what they say about fucking flat Earth is that all you have to simply do is watch the sunset, and that proves the conspiracy wrong.
How does that
That's
prove it wrong?
Which I'm just saying. These do seem like parodies, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That does seem like it's tugging with your mental and shit.
Yeah.
Because if you know this, we're kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so it's like
What's
a
the
reverse
next one you
engineered
said?
psyop.
What-
Died suddenly.
Yeah,
So,
so don't
that's
look
Stu
into that.
Peters.
Don't
That's
look
in
into
Hibbler.
that. That's a great
check
one.
out Stu
Oh.
Peters no
Died
matter
Suddenly
what.
is one
He
of the
is
fucking most
man.
frightening movies I've
You
ever
want to hear?
seen.
You want to
That
hear
is fucking
somebody talk
crazy.
real shit and not give a fuck? This motherfucker's got his own page on the ADL website, and they update it every week because he does his shows.
Yeah.
Stu Peters
And
is the man.
He was a
dude.
rapper.
And he's coming out with that new one about Jewish supremacy. I can't
Yeah.
believe
I do love
It's
Stu.
coming out the 24th of this month, but he talks real shit. Has real people on
Dude, I
there.
couldn't believe he was a rapper.
Yeah, it's funny as hell when he's on Tinfoil Hat with Tripoli.
Yeah.
They played his rap songs, and it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
and
no,
he
I
was a
was gonna say.
he was a bail bondsman.
Yeah, no, dude.
Like,
he's seen some shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Andy. Yeah,
Stu's a good
Andy
dude.
actually wasn't a bad rapper.
Shout out, Stu, come on here. Jewish space lasers.
What?
I know you guys would just think I'd say that normally. That's the next one.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even know about that one.
You don't know about Jewish space lasers?
What?
They're
Those
like
dome?
DEW weapons.
Oh. So don't pay attention to those.
So Major
DEWs.
Major E. Taylor Green fueled the theory that space solar generators, also known as space lasers, caused the California wildfires in 2021.
I'm anything Marjorie Taylor Greene says I like.
Don't idolize people.
I mean,
Whether-
I
honestly,
don't know. I'm not
form your own
analyzing the
opinion.
bitch,
I think
man.
it was caused by
I
electrical
just think she's
shit.
good. She gets the pot
Yeah.
stirring.
because what do you call it? They didn't.
They don't clean. They don't fucking clean.
Well, they didn't clean the roads, or they didn't clean any of the foliage around that
Well, they
shit.
don't clean any of dead trees, and like you go to Austria, all that shit. They never have forest fires.
No,
because
never.
they clean their dead shit.
Right.
Our
It's all
forests,
about maintenance.
There's no
Well,
maintenance.
the
and
thing is-
electrical lines get. I mean, they don't maintain that shit.
You're on an
either,
island.
because they
It's a
can't get
fucking
there.
wind tunnel,
Yeah, they can't get to the shit.
and I wouldn't
They're
trust
just
those
fucking-
guys to be doing electrical work.
Right?
Island people? What are you nuts? Fuck that.
Well,
It's
they
like
ship
sending
people
money to
in.
Puerto
They
Rico.
ship people in for jobs like that.
All right, so basically, Jewish space lasers, DW weapons. It's but it's
Don't
just
pay
funny
any
when they say
attention.
that the Jewish people own. It just one makes me like it more.
Yeah, right.
The Jewish
No.
shekel shooter.
Now I'm definitely looking into it.
Shekels rain down from the sky.
Yeah,
Fiery shekel machine.
That's how we get them. Lizard people.
Oh shit, that's scary.
This one
that they
is,
don't want you
this
to look
one
at
is,
that one. Because if it was fake, they wouldn't care. They don't tell you. Don't pay attention to Dracula or Frankenstein.
Yeah, right.
Well, they tell you to watch
Because
out
it's
for 'em.
fake.
Well, yeah.
But they don't warn you about that because, you know, if it
Dude,
was
here.
fake, they wouldn't care.
Well,
if you looked at it.
Frankenstein was the doctor's name, right?
Yeah.
Not the ant, not the actual.
the monster.
And
Was
you
The
know where the
monster wasn't
girl,
Frankenstein.
the girl who wrote it?
Mary Shelley.
Yeah. You know about why she wrote it, right?
You know, yes, I do actually.
She went
I
to
know.
a show. She went to a show when they first started learning about electricity. Guys would go around the theaters, plug up a fucking dead dog or a dead thing or if they can get an elephant, they would do it and reanimate the thing with electricity. Here's the thing laying here dead, and now they shock it, and everyone's like, "Oh wow!" So
Really?
that's how she got the
They used to do
idea.
that with what do you call it? Edison
actually
did
pretty
that.
smart.
He used to show
Yeah.
how deadly DC electricity was.
And they would
Because-
also
Well, no, he was
AC,
showing how
AC.
240 volt was dangerous. Yeah,
that's
Was it-
what they
I thought
would
it was-
do.
I
They
thought it
would
was against
shock it.
Tesla.
it was against us.
Yeah.
So it was
No.
but it was 240.
Well,
though,
it was
but
AC.
But it was AC.
Oh, it was
yeah,
AC
'cause
though?
Edison
Oh.
was DC.
And he was saying, look at how dangerous AC is. You want to have DC in your home because
Yeah.
it's killing an elephant. Edison would literally, he's the
He
one that
would
would go
kill-
kill an
well,
elephant.
he would-
That's
yeah.
how most people die though. in
Rent
their
out a
houses 'cause of
theater, get a
receptacles.
few fucking farm animals, maybe a cow, some big shit, and shock it to death and say,
Well,
you
they
don't
have
want
videos
this
of it.
running through your
You can
house.
see videos of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
Well-
in all accords, DC's a little bit more dangerous.
Yeah, I was just say you don't want DC.
Yeah, DC will fucking whack you and kill you instantly.
Yeah.
But 120
Well,
will
they'll
whack you and
kill
kill you.
Well, but DC is just too much to do.
Well, you have to have Transformers every fucking
yeah,
certain
the
distance.
danger
You got to
of
kick
wire
it
be
and kick it
crazy,
and
it
fucking
just-
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
we,
not like
we
all
don't
the-
need a fucking lesson.
So
about
then lizard
fucking
people. I
voltage.
mean, I don't know. It's
like
that
that?
dude Kelly that we watched.
I used to stick a cord up my ass.
Did you
Oh,
fucking
now that I'll listen to all day.
like Uncle Fester? Remember he put the bulb in his mouth? Yeah, fucking. But lizard people is something that I mean, why not?
right,
here.
right.
I
That's
got
what I'm
one.
saying.
At this point in time,
It's real.
You go check out
I don't know about real, but
If
why
they're
not?
saying
No,
don't
here.
check it out, it
the
must be
Hopi
real.
Indians. Hopi Indians, I think it's either New Mexico
Yeah.
or Arizona. Out in the middle of the fucking desert. They had really sophisticated fucking housing. They had, what do you call it? They had drawings of like lizard people
Mm-hmm.
on the caves. And their story was that they came from underground to save them from, meat or whatever the fuck
Some
happened.
fire
flooding,
or
fires, all that
Meteor.
shit.
Why is there always a meteor with just a crate, no meteor? Where did the meteor go?
Well,
And why is it always at an angle? It should technically come straight down, right?
Smack it, right? But the Hopi Indians, and then all of a sudden they just disappeared.
Yeah.
All of them just disappeared.
Sacrifice.
They ran out of Hopi.
Well, sacrifice to the god.
Or they all went underground with the lizard people.
Yeah, which is,
Who
But they
knows?
say they have those domes, the underground bases, and then Kelly was talking about the remote viewing where they saw these people
Oh,
underneath. What's that?
Well, they said
what's
there's
the
more
museum
water underground.
The museum. What was he talking
Not the
about?
Getty.
Yeah, the Getty Museum.
Is
That's
that
what he
the
was
one?
talking about. It had multiple layers
Oh, yeah.
underneath it. It cost $1 billion to make. There's like tunnels that go from everywhere. And he said the more lower you get, the more depraved it gets.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, they said there was meetings. Hitler had meetings with the lizard people.
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
And they're the ones that told them about Antarctica.
I'm sure.
Well, that's another thing too. Everybody's cool in space. We have all these agreements to be in space and Antarctica, all these countries, but on the ground we hate each other. It's so
Everything
funny.
else.
Yeah, it's kind
no
of
good.
It kind of makes you think, doesn't it? It's
Yeah,
like,
well,
why
that's the
the
other
fuck-
thing too. Antarctica is one of those conspiracy
Yeah.
theories. That's next.
Well, Bigfoot's next.
Who cares about
Which
him?
I know, but it's just so silly because that's like the first thing when you're a kid. You're like, Bigfoot movies, Bigfoot
Well,
this,
hell
Bigfoot
yeah.
that,
Okay.
and that could go for
Slim
some
Jims.
sort of a knockoff reptilian,
Yeah. Dude.
When I was a kid, my older cousins scared the shit out of me. Now, I would come out and sleep out here, And we lived in the city, and they said they spotted Bigfoot when at Medina Country Club, right there. And they're like, and
And this is
he
back in the
was-
day when there wasn't all
he
this shit
was,
around.
Yeah, no, there was-
what year was this? 1972, and it's like 1974 at the time, and
You're an
1973.
old man.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh shit, man, Bigfoot is right here. I'm at my cousin's. I'm like, I want to fucking go back home right now, and I'm scared as shit. And I didn't know,
No one's ever been raped by Bigfoot though.
and live to tell about it. You don't
Well,
know.
you would see a big splat of blood and just a torso.
But
Dude,
you,
hey, have you ever seen that YouTube video of the guy? It's like, this is where I got raped by Bigfoot. No, you haven't seen that one?
But it's like the
Oh,
aliens.
he's serious about it.
The
too.
aliens love to come down here and space probe white males and do all this weird shit. Like, not to anybody else, just white dudes.
so wait,
They don't-
so,
And no Mexicans
no
or blacks.
blacks, you know?
Yeah,
so you're
But they
telling me
love
that
the fucking.
I love that.
They
That's
know-
fucking great.
Yeah,
dude.
no women. There might be one or two, but no, it's just some like hillbilly.
they
dude.
get women all the time.
Yeah, they
that?
do women too. But
I know, but I'm just. Jesus, Larry.
So wait, tell me more about this guy in the
What?
what you were just saying.
oh, it,
The dude that got
some
raped by
YouTube
Bigfoot?
video. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, this is where I got raped. He was showing. So I was
And he
drinking.
really meant it.
He seemed
I
pretty
mean,
fucking serious.
Come on.
He was like,
Really?
I was out here hunting,
How high are you,
drinking my
Larry?
beers, but the guy was serious in the video. I
Yeah.
wish I could.
He was serious
we
in
don't
this
need to
fake
look
video.
at it,
Yeah, no, we
though.
don't need to. I mean, I can under.
I
First
just
of
want
all,
to hear about it.
but you have to go to the hospital.
Oh,
you know
dude,
what I
you'd
mean?
be
Like,
dead.
second of all,
Your
Bigfoot,
ass
maybe he's
is-
a gentle lover.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
You know,
He
maybe
could
be
be.
affectionate.
He could
all
be.
that hair and just shit and
He would
whatever.
tear the ass out of somebody.
But
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
wouldn't that
Bigfoot's
be funny?
probably
That
not
just
that
a bunch of.
gentle.
We should start that. White dudes getting raped by Bigfoot.
White
That's a
dudes
movement
for
we
Bigfoot.
haven't.
I think the
explored
white
yet.
dudes for Kamala are actually the same people that are white dudes that want to
They
get
would do
raped
it willingly,
by
though.
Bigfoot.
There wouldn't be any rape.
Here's the guy.
You don't have to watch a video
No,
right
this
now.
is a female Bigfoot.
Oh, it was
too.
on,
White
it was on
dude-
Kumia?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay,
No,
man.
if it's on Kumia, it's real.
That's it. This guy.
That's fucking great. But no, okay, so Bigfoot, 9/11 was an inside job.
So don't look into that.
Well, I mean, do you really even have to? Everything's right
Well,
in front of your
when
face.
you do,
You can
though,
watch a
it's
5-minute video.
amazing.
Well, you could watch a 5-minute video, and I could be like, "Hey, well, look at, dude. Do you have 82,911 fucking emails?"
Yeah, I don't read them.
Oh my God, does that give me anxiety? And 9/11, which is funny that we're reading about 9/11.
Yeah, right? Holy shit.
Dude, you are a fucking fat girl. Well, your fingers can't touch the phone. Your little sausage.
Fumbles
You
around.
keep hitting the wrong one.
I could see
Just
that.
camera pictures of you eating.
Yeah.
Thought I was getting my email.
Emails, yeah, there's coupons.
Yeah, so-
it's all coupons.
Some
In a whorehouse.
some conspiracy theorists claim that 9/11 was on the World Trade Center was an inside job. However, researchers and journalists have debunked all of the supposed evidence behind this theory.
Really?
I want to know
Wait,
how.
there's
Yeah.
more evidence proving the latter, that it was
Exactly.
fucking
Yeah,
an
that
inside
it was
job.
an inside
Absolutely.
job.
Like, prove to me it wasn't.
Well, that would be the fun part. I would love to
Let's-
get a
yeah.
truther, not what do you call it? A truther, yeah, somebody who believes in
it's
it.
like,
actually,
hey,
yeah.
give me a fucking
you
person,
believe-
put him in a plane, and let's see if he can hit another building. We'll set up a
Yeah.
mock building. Let's see if he can guide that thing at 300 miles per hour.
Some guy that
into
couldn't
a
even fly a
building.
Cessna.
No,
Yeah,
Leonard,
and did it.
Leonard could.
And did a fucking, what do you call it? A crazy, like, 36-degree turn maneuver at high altitude and that speed, hit that building right in that spot. If you want to look into gelatin, look into gelatin.
And do it twice.
Yeah, and in the most secure airspace, while multiple fucking, what do you call it?
Fighter jets.
Well, but they were doing exercises
Exercises,
all over, and
yeah.
the only place that they could get a plane from, I think, was North Dakota. That was the closest plane, because some of them were in Canada, most of them down south, and they did it perfectly, so
Yeah.
they would have to refuel to get there. So
Yeah.
there was no way that they could get there. The most secure airspace in the world, and then all of a sudden you find out, you look into Odigo, that the Tiny Hats, 4,000 of them are told not to go to work right that day. Silverstein pulled out of his lease a month ago. Companies that were in that
No,
building...
he didn't pull out of his lease. He got insurance.
Well, no, he pulled one of his company, or he didn't go to breakfast that day in the
Yeah,
building.
yeah.
That's what I
Oh,
meant
yeah.
to say.
He
I
hasn't never
apologize.
Well,
missed
he
a
did
day.
pull
Yeah.
a lot of stuff like what Needles
he had
was saying,
there were
though.
companies in the
Insurance,
places, yeah.
leases, all kinds of things.
Okay,
man.
so
Yeah, there was a lot
He
of
wasn't
shit.
renewing shit.
and then
Let's
if you
put it
watch
that
the
way.
video, there are fucking
Yeah, he should
firefighters
be.
saying they heard bombs and they heard explosions, and then Building
the
7,
basement, in the
and
first
then
floor.
Building 6, which you guys probably don't even know about.
We only know about Building 7.
Yeah.
Building 6, baby.
No,
Building
I know about
6?
Building 6.
Building
It's in
6.
the Edward Henry book.
Yeah, but
He talks
tell them
about
what it is
Building
then.
6. That's the one where the two guys were in it. That one of them's like a political leader that was also blowing up. It was just an office building, nothing to do with Building 7.
No, but they were
Far
basically
away, a
they
few
were
blocks away.
It was another place that was looking into nefarious money launderings going on within the government. There were, I can't remember the exact document right now because Building 7
blocks
was
away.
Well,
Blocks
Building 7
away.
was obviously for, what do you call it? They were also investigating some crimes in there, some tax shit and some other stuff like that. And then you want to get to the Pentagon, which the missile, that's what it is,
Yeah.
went
Hit it.
right to the building part where they were doing, when
Oh, that-
Rumsfeld said the
everything's
day
kept.
before
Yeah.
$2.6 trillion is missing. And this thing went
unaccounted
300
for, yeah.
feet in and hit this one
Well,
place.
did you see the new footage of that missile?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's
listen,
like-
they think we're idiots and retarded.
Yeah.
You know what? We don't have to be this retarded.
Dude,
and I know
and
we
they
sound
didn't
like
even
fucking
meet you yet.
lunatics.
And I love showing that video to people.
Yeah,
and
but-
be like, well, what is this? They're like, and then they don't say anything.
But the funny thing
It's like,
is that
yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
this isn't, it's not like we're conspiracy theorists. We've read books on this. I've looked into it, okay? And there's multiple variations of all
Yeah.
things. But when it all boils down to it, there were people involved in the plot to overthrow the government, go fucking Iraq, go into Afghanistan, take gold, take all this shit. I know they say there was a Stargate that there was there.
Well,
that
they
fucking
went
taken.
Iraq, dude. Iraq had some of the oldest history fucking artifacts
Yeah.
in the fucking
Oh,
world.
well,
dude.
yeah, man.
So-
that's where
And,
it
and
all
what was
started.
looted right away when the war was starting, and it was done,
Museums
and
and
it wasn't
shit.
done in just a random fucking way. It was fucking.
Well, and
Not
also
only
the
did
tiny
they
hats
fuck-
played a huge part in that too.
Yeah, and not only did they fuck
Remember,
up
I sent you that video about Netanyahu saying that
All
stuff.
right.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
only
dude.
did they fuck up the museums, though, they fucked up the actual historic sites, you know.
Yeah,
like
I mean that's what they do. They go in there and they
ancient
fucking just bomb it. They don't
Ancient
give a fuck.
shit.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't
sad.
mean anything.
Well,
to
no,
us.
they didn't just bomb it, man. They ran in there
destroyed
after
it.
the fact and by hand went into these museums and smashed all the shit and broke everything down. You know what I mean? Hammers and sledgehammers.
Yeah, they're
and shit.
destroying shit.
They wrecked everything.
They got what they needed and fucking everything.
And
else
that
up.
might have been a psyop to make us all hate them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, the psyop was
That's
that
at least what they showed
well,
us on the BBC.
the
Me and my
psyop-
wife were watching BBC.
No, but the
and
psyop was
bullshit
the
back
first
then.
thing that they did
Yeah.
was
It was
they
a long
fucking
time ago.
they said Osama bin Laden within an hour of the buildings falling down. Like,
Right.
how the hell do you know that? That's what they put right into your
Oh,
fucking
they
head.
know.
They knew exactly what they were doing, and now
guy
gotta
we
go
never
fucking-
heard of.
Exactly.
Well, no, he actually
There was a
bombed
CIA
before. He
asset.
did a bomb before when Clinton was president. He bombed in the World Trade Center, like in the
The
garage.
basement, yeah.
But yeah, didn't
Yeah, no,
didn't
but they
really do
fucking.
shit.
But that was a. I thought that was a
And they
shake.
and they slapped him for that.
Khalid
like, what
Sheikh
the fuck?
Mahi,
You're
was
like,
that?
you're supposed to take this whole fucking thing down. What
Right.
the fuck are you
I
doing?
thought that was Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, wasn't that?
I don't think so. I thought it was Osama.
Okay, well,
I could be wrong.
I think Osama. They did another. They did like whatever. You know what? We created ISIS. Obama
Mm-hmm.
created it, and we all know that. So it's like these little things that we're, these little things that we're saying here are you can all connect the dots. There's memos out there. There's documents from FOIA releases. There's books written on it, but you have to read multiple books because some people, they go
Right.
heavily on their own opinion and straight from the facts.
Yep.
Which So
And now-
basically, it says, okay, so many questions how people end up believing in conspiracy theories, what makes them appealing, and why are certain people more attached to them than the others. Some people are more prone to believing conspiracy theories of combination of personality traits. Damn, I can't read right now. Greater reliance on intuition and the need to feel superior to others.
Oh,
That's fucking
So
stupid.
they
That's
make
what
you
it's-
think.
so
They
that's
want
what it
you to
com-
think if you believe this stuff, and you're an asshole then, because you want to feel superior to others.
Yeah, so basically they dismay you by saying, oh, well, if this guy's going to argue against somebody that has a degree in this, and then one guy's like, hey, well, what about all this, A, B, C, and D? Oh, that's all fake. Well, why is that all
Well,
fake?
that's
Science says so.
Yeah,
but-
Well, that would just
I have a
prove,
PhD.
Yeah.
right. But
Pretty
that would
hard
just prove to
dick.
me whoever wrote that little article is a complete asshole. Obviously.
And who came up with this
I mean-
term, conspiracy theory?
The government.
The
Yeah.
CIA.
I think they came up with it
Kennedy.
in 1947.
I don't know
When-
exactly what year it was.
or
Well,
in
I
the-
remember it was during
or
Kennedy
in the late
assassination, I
50s
thought.
or early
It's all
60s.
CIA shit.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? The CIA is all about
It could
that
have been
mind
from the
control.
Kennedy thing. You're right.
Well,
Because they want everybody that came out with these different ideas about how it
They
happened.
needed a word to condemn. They needed a word to put on the theories
label
that people
people.
had
Well,
the naysayers.
to make it sound crazy.
just like
Exactly.
MAGA.
That's
Because
exactly
that's the
what it is.
first
Just like,
thing they do
MAGA,
is tear.
far right. This,
Right. Well, that's the first thing they always do. Tear
They
you down,
label,
tear
yeah.
down your character, make you seem crazy, make you seem like a fucking complete nut.
Yeah, but nowadays people are starting to slowly realize
Yes,
that,
it's
A,
getting good.
the
It's
government
getting
is
better.
not fucking our friends. They are not on our
Hey,
side.
Dude,
they are
hey,
our worst
it's the
enemy.
same shit they're doing with Moo Deng. They're making this baby hippo to seem like a nice hippo, and this hippo's
He'll
gonna
kill your
it's
ass.
gonna be killing people.
Hey,
Whatever,
my dad
man. I
wrote
don't
this-
care. This shit makes me laugh.
My dad wrote this
I love Moo
poem.
Deng.
Yeah,
He's
so
a biter.
My dad wrote this poem on the
Son of a
night of the election, and I got to go get my phone so I could read it. I
gotta
wanted
what?
to read it
What are you
like
getting?
3 episodes ago.
If your old man wrote it, I want to hear it.
Yeah, it just says Larry's gay.
He's like, fuck, not this.
He's
one.
like, Needles was right the whole time.
yeah. Dude,
So-
I do love the Moo Deng shit.
Yeah, no, it's a different fucking pace because everybody's like, oh, there's porn on Twitter. I don't get any of that shit on my Twitter feed. It's
Yeah, I
all
don't-
crazy shit. Like,
Dude, that's weird too, because
crazy
dude,
shit.
porn is insane on Twitter.
Is it really? Jesus, dude.
Oh, like, dude, you're getting
Dude,
like
why are
spread
you so
eagle.
aggressive today? Such a tough guy.
Slap him,
I will come
Larry,
over and
slap
kick you
him.
in the ribs in a heartbeat.
Try it, bitch.
Man. Drop you like an old bag
So
of
my
rocks.
dad wrote this on the night of the election, right as Trump won, and I wanted to read this shit online on the fucking show for the last 3 episodes.
Nice.
Okay, well, read it.
I'm gonna.
Fuck.
Trump won the. Okay.
You want me to hit him? I will.
Make the same noise as the gong.
Trump won the Electoral College. We finally have a president with some knowledge. He also won the popular vote, although we know he's not one to gloat. We finally have it right. We have a president that will fight, fight, fight. You know, that's it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know, he's an old man.
But that's
and I'm
the
like,
truth. I
that's
mean,
pretty good.
that
You know,
rocks.
he's into the rhyming. He's like
Yeah.
a rapper. He's writing down rhymes.
And he served our country.
Yeah.
Politics are fake and gay also.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
another big psyop.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, I do like who he's putting in place.
I don't.
I
A
do.
lot of Zionists.
Dude,
Yeah.
who the fuck do you think you're going to get? Here's the
That's the
thing.
problem.
There's one
What do you mean
person.
that's a problem? I'll show you a whole list of people.
There was one person that was perfect. That was Jesus. Nobody else, okay?
I was not saying
Everybody's
perfect,
gonna
Larry,
be
while you're
sort of
misconstruing
fucking-
my words right here.
Well, who would you...
Did I say perfect? I said Zionist. I said somebody who is not Zionist then.
That's the
And
problem.
I'm
That
saying
is the
who?
problem.
They're all-
I'll show you a list of people. I have them. I'm not going to do it on air. I didn't think we were going to talk
See,
about this.
Bobert
But
should
if
be
you-
putting in something. I like her.
Listen, there are people that are
Yeah,
funded
'cause
by
she's
APAC.
hot.
Yeah.
I've sent you their
That's the only
pictures.
reason.
Well, that's not what it should be based on.
No, yes,
I mean,
it
if I
should.
was
Oh,
running
yes,
there-
and that's why you guys get bamboozled every time. Let me tell you. But there's people that are, these people that are in there are funded by
He did.
fucking
He
APAC.
hired Gnome.
Huh?
Christy Gnome is hot. She might kill your dog,
Jesus,
but I'll
man.
chance it.
And the goat.
She
And
might
the
kill
goat.
your dog, but I'd like to pet her.
We got the
pussy.
point, Larry. Jesus,
I
man.
was gonna say kill,
You
but
just couldn't fucking help yourself.
I can't.
So autistic.
I think she's good
You're
looking.
horny. Gotta blurt it out. But that's fine. Listen, you know what? When you go and you say stuff and Miriam Adelson gives you $100 million, you're basically her bitch. That's what they're doing. They're picking these people, and they're
Sad
still
but
trying
true.
to steal the election. And I'm not an idiot. And everybody's like, oh, that's just anti-Semitic and this and that. When I look out my front door and I see these people who are all involved that are dual
Well-
citizens and they're getting money from APAC, and it's proven
Shit
and
is
shown.
gonna get shaken up. That's for sure.
Yeah, but
And that's
it's
what
not
I want
really-
to see.
Nobody,
I mean,
anybody that has dual citizenship should not be writing
fucking-
laws
No,
in
they're not.
our country.
absolutely.
Well, that's the
Not
one
be
thing.
really making this like
I agree.
Yeah, because they're not
making
loyal to this
certain
country.
decisions. That's the problem.
They are not loyal to this country. You want to drain the swamp, get rid of APAC first. That's the first thing you do. Get rid of them, make them register as a foreign agent.
Yep.
Drain the
Separate
pus.
ourselves, because when you drain the swamp, all you do is find a menorah. That's all it is. And everybody knows this, and if you don't know this, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
So,
And, you know, hey, in Israel, they were offered so many other places besides like Palestine. Like the British government offered them Uganda.
We
They
just
could
gave
have
them
Uganda,
Florida.
and they didn't want it. They're all, like Arizona was up in the toss too. They're like no deal unless it's Palestine. They had to have the Holy Land,
no, whatever.
and it's like,
You
hey,
mean they were gonna give him Arizona?
well, that was in talks. I know. They
yeah,
wanted
Florida,
part-
Arizona. There were
yeah.
other couple places that back in the day.
Back in, yeah. But Uganda,
Wow.
Uganda was a big one, and Uganda was huge.
Here's the thing,
Still
though,
is.
man. That's not the Holy Land.
Well, that's
Well, that's
the
what he just
problem.
said. Yeah, they
gotta
wanted,
be
they
in
want,
the
they want
Holy
this
Land.
wall so all American politicians can kiss it.
Yeah,
Wear a
I mean,
tiny
seriously,
hat and kiss it.
That's why
it.
they have the wall. They got to
That's
take
all you do
pictures
is put
of
a
it.
note in there.
Yep,
No,
it is disturbing.
it is very disturbing how
Big Joe's been to the
Zionist.
wall.
usually that I know. You
Has
can
he?
tell by your nose.
Yeah, he didn't wear a little hat or anything, but
You're still in the presence.
he didn't do any rocking
killed
or
Jesus.
wailing. But he was there, you know.
Nah, I don't know,
Right?
man.
Isn't it?
Oh, it all
It's
seems silly.
Jerusalem, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it all seems silly, but whatever. Well,
Well, you know, the funny
about
thing
it?
is,
Well-
too, they let their citizens walk around with AR-15s,
Mm-hmm.
but then they control the media here and say it's bad.
Oh no, how about they don't let any immigrants or illegals in there?
Right.
They would not do that at all. They
Yeah,
keep
when
that
they
pure
take
white.
them.
Sounds like another guy that we know that just used to paint beautiful landscapes,
Uncle Adolf.
and then all of a sudden one day woke up and was just like, "These people are so bad. I'm
Verdammt
gonna kill 'em
Scheiße."
all." So,
Juden!
but that's what they tell you when he was the complete opposite,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
I heard he was a fucking I heard he was a riot at cocktail parties.
Well, dude, imagine if you're all coked up, too. You'd be doing
or
pretty
on
well.
whatever he was.
He was
But
getting
yeah.
meth and shit.
Well, he was getting concoctions of multiple
Heroin.
things.
Yeah,
like-
he was doing lots of different
Yeah.
I wish I had Hitler's doctor. I mean, he didn't live that long.
It's a good band name, Hitler's Doctor.
Yeah.
It is, man. I'm gonna write that down.
Damn, I'm getting one an episode. I get it right down now.
How do you say doctor in German?
I don't know.
Doctency.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What time are we at now?
Subscribe and see.
53.
Okay, I hate that.
Subscribe and me.
Yeah, Hitler's doctor.
Yeah, Hitler. Maybe fucking Moo Deng knows him.
Is this Moo Deng? This is this.
You've
little,
never seen Moo Deng?
This is the little fucking hippo.
The pygmy
right?
hippo? Yeah.
Yeah.
That bites
He's never
everybody?
gonna get big. Oh, he does
No,
bite
well,
everyone
yeah,
already.
She.
Oh, she's gonna get big. She's already getting big. She's a chunk nugget.
Everyone's getting bitten.
A chunk nugget.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
Moo
huge-
Deng goes after everybody.
Yeah.
How
It doesn't have
dangerous
teeth,
is
though.
it?
It doesn't have teeth. It's a baby.
Yeah, it will be dangerous.
Yeah, eventually. Because hippos do, I think, kill the most people in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's
more
how
than any other
But that's how
animal.
they get like, because the keepers, in order to get them used to humans, they gotta mess with it. And that fucking,
He's
fuckers,
getting
oh,
riled
man.
up.
Oh yeah, it's going after everything. Kneecaps.
Oh man.
It's very funny.
Yeah, and the Hitler.
So
rides
as we're
around.
getting to talk about more government spending, we talk about the. Did you see the who just failed another audit? The fucking the Pentagon misplaced $2.4 trillion, $2.46 trillion.
Another 2.4
Isn't that
trillion?
crazy that? And we're in another lifetime
Misplaced.
that we see this, just like we were just talking about with Rumsfeld. Like, doesn't that make you think, like, maybe they're plotting something?
Yeah.
Like, all of this government misspending.
Oh,
I wish I had all the lists of what they did. They had, like, gay Russian monkeys they on the treadmill.
Oh shit! What the hell was the recent one we just sent in the group text? What the hell was that one? Yeah, it was fucking off the wall.
They like,
But no, fighting like they were fighting.
oh yeah, the mice against each other.
They were
They were
feeding
urban
them
effects.
cocaine.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
urban effects. Oh, that gets me back to another one.
Yeah.
They were this one they were doing. Where's the beagle one? You got to hear this. Here it is. The NIH spent $2.3 million
this is a sad one,
injecting beagles with cocaine.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that
dude.
one.
Why wouldn't they just ask me to do it?
I mean, right? I mean, dude, there's
I will inject
You-
cocaine for free.
Dude,
yeah,
geeked
dude,
out
you'd have, many,
dogs.
you'd have many volunteers
Dude,
for humans.
and why do they always pick beagles? These people are fucking satanic.
Well, they also were
right?
injecting quails with cocaine too.
What?
Quails, birds, you know. the
Oh yeah,
bird.
no, but I mean,
They
they're
were
doing
fucking
beagles.
getting
They're
quails
doing
coked
everything.
up, too.
And
And
if
like
they're
we said,
doing-
they had a mouse fight club and
Yeah.
a rat fight club.
and
They
if
were-
they're spending millions, like how long are they doing this
yeah,
for?
for
Like,
a long fucking time.
Yeah, I mean millions.
I mean,
I
and
think
who's
they
selling
said-
them the dogs?
I
Is the
think in the
government
last year they
breeding them?
spent $500,000 on the coke for the quails. I'm not even kidding. $475,000.
Where did they buy that
They're
from?
getting ripped
Colombians?
off.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably make it themselves.
Yeah, I'll middle.
There's
man.
gotta
Oh,
be
man.
cocoa fields.
Pharmaceutical cocaine.
Yeah,
Is that 100% synthetic?
probably. Yeah.
I'd like to do some of that shit.
Okay. Yeah, but isn't that crazy that they fucking this is the amount of money that they will just spend frivolously on drugs on
Well, here,
animals.
but
I don't
you
know what
know
the hell
why?
does that have to, you could just go to fucking Portland or you could go to San Francisco to see animals on
Yeah,
drugs.
exactly.
Did you ever see that pigeon? Fucking there was there.
Yeah,
had
we
the
did,
lean
yeah.
going.
Yeah,
on
with-
fentanyl.
when he had the bag in front of
right
him, yeah.
He was like, I'll tell you why they spend this stuff. They give these scientists grants because
And they
these
have
are
to burn through them.
well, no, because here these scientists are the same ones that are like climate change is killing the cow farts are killing the
Right,
planet. They're the
right.
ones. They're the yes
And the
men.
one they're in their private jet setting,
Yeah,
doing
they're the yes men.
thousands and thousands
These are the
of miles.
scientists they ask.
Don't
Yeah.
trust the science. Do trust the science. Which one is it?
Exactly.
Don't do any research.
Science is fake.
Well, it's not fake.
Well, I'm going to
It's
stand by
all
my
one
word.
somebody's opinion, and it's fucking
Depends
basically
whose science.
Well, yeah, and,
Right.
and if it's a fucking big pharma science, they're going to sway
It's
towards
fake.
what they want.
Yeah.
you know,
Fake
they're never going to
science.
tell you what really happens, and then when they do tell you what really happens, they throw you in fucking jail.
Oh, so hey,
You know?
Right.
sorry, I have to blurt this because I'll forget.
Blurt it.
There was another guy that's a prediction guy. He was talking years ago.
Like Nosferatu?
he talked.
No, not
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
Yeah, he
Nosferatu's a
talked. Well, this is a
vampire.
recent guy though. He's had some predictions come true. I can't tell you what, but he said I think it was like 90 days.
Your stories are the greatest.
90 days after Trump gets elected,
Yeah.
that there's gonna be an alien invasion.
Well, they already just had that UAP thing, and
But that's just it. And that's, so how many days? I think we got like another.
that shit's all
40
reverse
days?
engineered. That's the fucking
Well,
government using
but
it.
they're saying we're gonna have an alien invasion. So
Yeah, we
it's
already
gonna-
have one. It's
gonna be
called
bully-
illegals.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna have a second alien
Maybe that's what they're
invasion.
talking
Listen,
about, yeah.
I'm more afraid of illegal immigrants than I am aliens.
Dude, you see all the Venezuelans are taking over Tennessee now?
Yeah,
Dude.
but who know? You know what? Listen, who knows if that's real or not?
Dude, I wish
it
it was
could be
like-
just a fucking. I haven't seen anything
could be
on
bullshit,
Twitter
too,
about
yeah.
it, so I. Don't,
I wish it was like, oh, how come it's like all these gangs are men? Why can't they be like all women gangs?
they wouldn't
Dude,
live
that'd be-
there. I'm sure they had that.
Well,
They
like-
had that-
I knew
they
some
had that in
girls
the
that were in
Warriors.
the gang.
The
Yeah,
Warriors
the
was an all
Lizzies,
girl
the
gang.
Lizzies.
I want them
Yeah.
to start taking over my town. Like all these women start taking over my town. Be
But
like,
this
come
kid-
on in.
this-
They make you
This,
prostitute for them. You're not walking the
GD I
track
knew-
in short shorts. That'd be great.
This GD I knew
Little
every time he
vest.
was
I'm
in
getting poked
Mesh
around.
vest.
Yeah, the chainmail.
What was that,
vest.
Larry?
Nothing, man.
Okay.
I'm just gonna talk some shit.
All right. Well, then talk some shit.
Well, I was just gonna say I knew some girls that were in gangs and shit, and they were. It was fun. They were cool and fun, but it's scary sometimes. But this kid KD
Because they hold
that I
you,
would buy
hold you by
fucking-
throat, by a knife.
Nah, it's just funny.
beat 'em up.
It's just- not because of that.
That wasn't the scary part.
No,
They aggressively kissed.
Yeah, that was
they were,
scary.
yeah, they were aggressive.
I like that though.
Yeah, but this kid would be. I used to buy dope out this one fucking GD, and he would fucking get locked. Okay, now he's in jail. Now his brother starts dealing me. Now the brother's locked in jail.
His girlfriend.
Now the sister, and that's the other gang set, and they're fucking all, and it would be carloads of these hot black chicks that would come over, and fucking I'd be like, oh my god, this is unbelievable. I'm gonna party with you and shit. I'd be like, yeah. And then then all of a sudden they're gone, something happens. Then the next thing you know, I'm buying it from his grandma in a fucking old ass Rick James concert shirt and shit, going to her apartment and shit.
Yeah,
And it was fucking crazy. And I was like, damn, the whole fucking family is in on it.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody.
They got to keep that business running.
Yeah. It was
how it works.
amazing. He'd actually call me from jail sometimes, be like, yo, I'm locked up, but here's my grandma's number. I'd be like, holy shit.
You gotta keep the money flowing.
Dude, they know the fucking routine.
You got a
man.
business, you got a business.
pretty
You gotta
cool.
Keep it going.
Calling you from prison. That's
Yep.
crazy.
All right, well, let's
What?
end this bitch. then.
Well,
Oh,
dude, that's
sorry.
how they do it, though, man. They don't fuck around.
Yeah, these fuckers. And then if Mary went, they would make her, one of these guys would get her to drive. I'd be like, what took you so long? Oh, they wanted me to drive him here, and then they wanted me to drive him there. I'm like, every time, they need
Yeah.
a ride somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Take
no,
advantage
man, I
of
gotta go. But
Damn
Mary
right.
would get suckered into it. I would feel bad, and I told her, no more. I told them, just fucking quit asking my girlfriend for fucking rides,
Yeah,
man. They
quit
were like,
that
oh, we're
bullshit.
sorry, dude.
Yeah, it's like enough
Yeah.
of that bullshit.
Okay, I gotta thank Tom's Free Clinic Automotive and Veterinarian Service. If you don't know who to ring when your balls are in a sling, call Tom's Free Clinic.
Now accepting EBT.
Yeah. He's even helping illegals.
He
too.
actually is in his new adult novelty section. He has his own Tom's House label Spanish Fly that's easily dissolvable into her drink.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's
So,
sweet.
so funny how he stuttered on her drink.
He's like,
Well, I wasn't sure if
Say
I
her,
should say
say her, say her.
Well, I was gonna say his or her, but
He knew he would have got
he
it
knew
anyway.
some was coming. Yeah.
That's all he knew.
You were fucked no
And here's
matter
the
what you
thing.
said.
the truth is she really gonna drug you?
Huh? What's that?
You never know.
What did he say?
I don't know if that would really help her situation.
Yeah, what did he say?
Exactly.
Is she gonna really drug you?
Probably not. Thanks for tuning in to the Larry Needles Show. Have a great evening. Peace.
Dude, it's like the guy's dream to get drugged.
Larry Needles Show.